The tech expert who recently successfully took Mike Lindell to court and got a $5 million ruling against him has written an op-ed in Politico where he actually described the process he used to prove all of Mike Lindell's election fraud claims to be completely false. And here's what happened as the man by the name of Bob Zeidman, who, by the way, admits in the op-ed he voted for Trump twice. And the reason he actually took up this offer was not necessarily to prove Mike Lindell wrong and get $5 million. I think $5 million is the sum. I may be wrong about that. I think it's $5 million. But anyway, he did it because he thought, hey, maybe Lindell's right. Maybe Trump did win. And if I can prove that through this information, by God, I'm going to do it. So he explains exactly what happened. There's about 40 to 50 individuals, including Zeidman himself, who showed up at that cyber symposium to take Mike Lindell up on his offer to go through the data and try to prove him wrong. So he signed up, he did all the things, signed the, yes, I'm participating. He got the packet. Was it a 23 gigabyte packet, which, let's be honest, that's not that big. Right. Typically my video files on a given day are much bigger than that. So we're not dealing with a ton of data here from Mike Lindell. So he goes through the process. He's written programs in the past to go through, binary data, ASCII data. I believe that's how you say it. Not a computer whiz like that, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But anyway, so he starts his programs going through the data to decipher it and turn the, code into actual language and words so that he can understand it. And vice versa. He's running the programs that are turning, the weird symbols and all that into code so he can read that. And after he goes through and he converts everything into the form that allows an individual to actually read it, including a file called Chinese_source IP_hex.txt. So, okay, oh my God, here's the China file, right? This is where China got in there. He says after he did all that and was able to finally read the data, he actually couldn't read the data because it wasn't actually data. It was gibberish. That's what he said. He said, with no other information, they were about as meaningful as a list of random words. At that point, it was obvious that the data in these text files were not anything related to the 2020 election. That's when I knew I had stumbled onto the key. Not the key to showing election fraud, but the key to showing Lindell's nonsense. I repeated the same process on the other text files and found even stranger stuff. These files were also obfuscated word processor documents, but contained thousands of lines of gibberish, nothing more than random characters and numbers. So, if what Zeidman is saying is correct, and the court already said it is correct, by the way, then this could indicate that Lindell's people, because I don't think Lindell did it personally, may have literally just made it up. Like they opened their text files and just start hacking away at a keyboard, just random letters, numbers, blah, 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 blah. Here you go. Here's code. Figure it out. Oh, you can't figure it out because you can't make sense of it. But this guy was actually able to make sense of it to prove that it was in fact gibberish. So this throws a whole new wrench into Mike Lindell's future. Because let's not forget, that man is still facing a $1.3 billion lawsuit from Dominion, another one from Smartmatic. And the data he says came from those machines that we got to melt down and make into prison bars has been proven to be complete gibberish. Your people likely made this up. That's what we're dealing with here. And if that's the case, then that pillow empire, possibly the pillow company itself, because he doesn't have the money to, pay out a $1.3 billion verdict, Mike, it's all going to be gone in the very near future. They will take your company. If you do not have the financial resources to pay the verdicts in these lawsuits, they can legally take your company, bud. You will lose everything trying to prove something that you knew from day one was an absolute lie. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.